What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Okay, we live. We live. We live. Let's get it. Let's get it. This won't be a super long live. I'm gonna make it uh about an hour, hour and a half. We gonna keep it all the way live, y'all. Let's get it. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Make sure my mic good. Make sure everything is live and direct. My people, tap in. Tap in with me. Tap in with me. Let me print out my list, y'all. If y'all on the Zoom, tap in on the Zoom. If y'all, there we go. So making sure y'all tapped in on the Zoom. We good. We tapped in live. Everything tapped in. Okay. The list is being printed out. Yep. All right. So today is the first real live of 2025, and it's a beautiful thing, y'all. And people have people have like they made it seem like I was saying don't do New Year's resolutions, y'all. I'm big on let's not focus on it being a new year. And a lot of people was like, man, you know, it sounds like you against New Year's resolution. And I'm not. I'm not against New Year's resolutions. I'm not against any of that type of stuff, y'all. I'm all for it. Whatever it takes for you to feel motivated, whatever it takes for you to feel inspired. Like I'm big on that. So I am not the person that's telling y'all not to do certain things or to this. I'm telling you what I've seen work. That's all I can do. All I could do is tell you what I've seen work, and I've seen that New Year's resolutions probably 7 times out of 10 don't work, right? And I've seen that personally, and I've seen that with clients that I work with that it literally don't work. And I'm not trying to dog people that do it. I'm just trying to explain to y'all that there's a better way, right? There's a better way. It's a better way. And if I don't tell you that it's a better way, then I feel like I'm gatekeeping. I'm holding something back. I've made a lot of progress over the past 4 years. January, so in about 6 weeks, so about February 24th, I believe, it'll be 4 years that I've been home. And the 4 years that I've been home, I've done so much. I've probably done more in those 4 years than people have done in their 40 years of life. And I'm not being funny, I'm being realistic. And it's not just about money. I've grown my business to 6 figures. It was hard work. It took dedication, determination, discipline, and a couple other D's. But I'm keeping it 1,000 with y'all. I'm never coming on here and making it seem like I woke up one morning and everything just worked out for me. That is terrible. It's terrible that people are selling these quick fixes and telling you you can do a spin around and jump 3 times in the middle of the street and you'll be a millionaire, because that's not the case. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm well on my way. I'm working my ass off to get there, and I have goals to get there. And this year I plan on making at least double what I made last year. And I know that it's going to take me being focused. I know it's going to take me being determined, dedicated, and all that other good stuff. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm legitimately okay with that. And I feel like if I wasn't okay with that, then I'd be lying to myself. And what that takes is a certain type of attitude. So that's usually the first thing that I start with when I deal with new clients is the attitude. Because if you don't have the right attitude, you don't have the right mindset, you don't have the right thought process, you cannot make the big changes. And it takes big changes if you want to reach big goals, and it takes big changes if you want to do big things. And if you are pit-patting around and you are not challenging yourself, then that is fine with me. That's your business. But if you are somebody that is serious about making these changes, and you are somebody that's determined to make these changes, then you are going to have to put in the footwork. You're going to have to grind it out. And sometimes that grind is not exactly what you want it to be. Sometimes that grind is not, it doesn't look like you think it should look. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that, right? I'm sorry for that. I can't change the way that things work out. I can't do that. That's not what I'm here for. Um, I'm literally a conduit. I'm a conduit, a vessel. I'm not a miracle worker, right? I'm a conduit, and what I mean by that is I'm here to make sure you get from A to B or A to Z, whatever your goal is. I am not here to drive you there. I'm not here to do the work for you. I am not here to lie to you. I'm not here to make you feel better about the hustle or the grind. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to lay out the plan, right? I'm here to make sure that the plan is there and to hold you accountable if you want me to do that. Um, Another thing that I don't do is act like I know it all. So even though I've comprised this list of 25 things, there may be some other things that you feel like I should have added to the list, and that's what I want people here for. I want you to come and I want you to give input. I am not the is my way or the highway type of person, and that has probably been the thing that has gotten me this far in life, is that I'm always willing to learn. I'm always open to suggestions, and I am always respectful of other people's opinions. I understand that my opinions aren't 100% correct. So uh, this particular list was something that I came up with maybe about 9 days ago, and I like put the list together, and I did a little bit of Chat GPT to clean it up. The list is not it is not full of BS. Like, the list is not something that's cookie cutter. These are action steps, and if you are interested in receiving the list in its entirety, because you'll catch on to this video in pieces, and some people will be at work and they'll watch it in pieces. I am going to put all of the 25 things in a email, and I'm going to send this email out in about an hour or two after this live wraps up. And if you are not on my mailing list, if you are not a part of my newsletter group, then all you have to do is put your name and email in the comments or send it to me, and I will make sure that your name is added to my newsletter list, and you can get these 25 ways to thrive in 2025. So without further ado, let's get right into the list. So the first thing that I want you to do to thrive in 2025 is to begin each day with gratitude and intent. So you should spend anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes reflecting on what you're grateful for, reflecting on what you're thankful for, what you are excited for. That way the negative things are not clouding your judgment. They are not wrecking your brain early in the morning, what you don't have and what you are not doing, what you haven't accomplished. You want to wake up in the morning and you want to say thank you. Whoever your higher power is, if you believe in karma, whatever, just say thank you. Thank you to whoever you feel like uh gave you the things that you are grateful for. Just say thank you. Wake up and say thank you. That's number one for a reason, y'all. If you are not waking up and saying thank you, and you are not starting your day with gratitude and intent, like, intent means you know exactly what you want to do for your day. You should not wake up and not know what you want to do for your day. So when you start your day with intent, you already know exactly what you want to happen by the end of the day. And that is what will drive you and guide you throughout the day, right? If you don't know what you're going to do throughout a day, then you end up doing a whole bunch of nothing, or you end up doing a whole bunch of busy work that will not get you to where you want to be, right? And if you are where you want to be, you do not need to watch this video. Don't waste your time. Go have a good time. Go out, party, do whatever you want to do. If you're on vacation, whatever, that's cool. But a lot of us are still grinding, and this is the video for you, right? If you're still trying to get it together, this is the video for you. As I stated earlier and on social media, I did okay last year. I'm not the person that's coming here and telling y'all, oh, my life was in shambles. I'm a person that has seen a lot of trials and tribulations, but my last year or so has been very peaceful. Not only has it been peaceful in business, because I'm making money in my business, it has also been peaceful in my home because I'm getting along with my woman, and everything is taking shape. Like everything is moving in the right direction, and that's a lot because I came home and I have been very transparent about this. I came home to a situation where we was bumping heads a lot. Like we were bumping heads a lot, and now that we're doing good, everything else is doing good too. My business, her business, everything, right? So, and that comes with doing some of the things that's in this 25 25 ways to thrive in 2025. Some of the things in here are things that I'm already doing, but I wanted to make sure that it was a part of my 25 ways to thrive in 2025 list, because I want this list to guide me throughout the rest of this year, and I want this list to guide you throughout the rest of this year, right? If you wake up in the morning with gratitude and intent, you set the tone for your day and you set the direction for your day. So that is number one. Once again, number one is begin each day with gratitude and intent. Number two, craft a clear vision for your life and your business, right? If you create the vision, then you know what you need to do to step inside that vision and to make that vision a reality, right? So if you have already created a vision, then you may need to revisit this and to rewrite your vision statement and to re-envision where you want to be at, right? It's 2025. It's not 2024, 23, 22, 21, whenever you put this together, but you need to have a clear vision and you need to start with a clear vision. You do not need to be cloudy. I was cloudy for a while, right? I was just going with the motions. I had already enrolled in school and I was like, look, I'm in school. I'm going to get my MBA. I'll worry about it when it's done. And it was done. Like, you know what I mean? So once I graduated, I had to see the vision more clearly. I had to write things down, and I had stopped doing that. If anybody know me, they know I'm an avid writer, reader, all of that. But I had really stopped writing things down because I was so busy with school and doing everything else. Like I didn't stop my life and go to school. I was still doing other contract work. So that was taking 5, 6 hours out of my day to make sure that my ends met. I was still doing coaching and consulting and credit repair and business things and different things like that. And I was helping people, and I still had to make my money. On top of learning in school, I had to learn business, right? And I had to learn the things of my business, different softwares, different things like that. So I was very consumed with getting things done, and I was not making sure that my vision was clear. So the last 3 or 4 months, that's something that I've been focused on, and I've been writing things down a lot more. I've talked about having a digital calendar and actually using it. I had a physical calendar, physical date book or a weekly planner, and it was cool. Like it was cool, but when I'm on a move, I couldn't really get to it. I wasn't like carrying it around with me. So I ended up with a digital one. That way I can write on my iPad when I'm home, and I'm actually I have the iPad in hand, and I could do it in my phone and it could sync. So I downloaded a digital planner, and I don't know, I don't remember exactly the name of it, but if you have an app called Good Notes, or I think that's what it's called, Good Notes or something like that. This particular app, it allowed me to put the planner in there, and I write and do everything right in my app on my phone and my iPad. So that was important because I could see things clear. I can look at my schedule and see when I'm just doing busy work and not taking care of my business, or I'm not doing something that actually um it contributes to my actual goals if I'm just doing anything, right? So that helped me out. Um just having a clear vision, it allows me to say, okay, this is not a part of what I'm trying to do. So that's number two, is to craft a clear vision for your business and your life, right? Number three, you have to master the basics, right? So in reevaluating your life and your business, right, you have to make sure that your life is structured properly, that the people around you are the people who you need to have around you to be successful. And you need to make sure that your business is the same way. If you have licenses or different compliance things that you have to do, you need to make sure that you're doing those things. I know the BOI was a big thing. Is on, is off, is on, is off. People, it's literally a 6 to 7 minute process. Just go do the BOI. Just go do the BOI. And it's over with. Like it's free. It take 5 to 10 minutes. I posted the link last week and told people that it was back on. Go get it together. You don't have to pay anybody, and I'm somebody that people offer to pay to do things. Somebody just asked me to do it, like literally just offered to pay me to do it. And I was like, bro, you don't need me to do that for you. Here go the link. Just click on it and answer the questions about your business. It's that simple. Um, the link is on my page. If you are not on my page is JP1 on Facebook or Chosen One Jackpot if you putting it in with the link. And you could just tap in with me and the link is there. So that's the third thing, is to master the basics. Make sure that your life foundations are good and your business foundations are intact. Number 4, forgive yourself for past mistakes. If you are somebody that's holding on to grudges, that's holding on to what you did or didn't do, or if you somebody that's feeling down about what you haven't accomplished or what you haven't done, then it's time to let it go. Right? It's time to let it go. It's time to focus on what you've actually accomplished so you can motivate yourself, right? Failure should just be fuel for you to grow, and it should be, there's no losses, there's only lessons, right? Every failure that you've encountered in your life has given you a lesson. It's your job to understand the lesson that you should have gotten from that failure, right? It's your job. It's nobody else's job but yours, because you are the person that's living a life. You are the person that's going to be stuck if you are not learning the lesson from these losses, because you'll continue to make the same mistakes. Stop downing yourself for what you didn't do or what you hadn't done or what you didn't get around to doing or what you did do that didn't work out. All you have to do is say, okay, what did I learn from this? Right? So I told somebody earlier about a thing that I had did last month, and I shot myself in the foot. And when I talked to them, I was like, yeah, this happened, but this and that happened. They was like, dang, how you extracted something positive from such a terrible sounding situation. He was like, that's crazy. He was listening to me, and he was really like, dang, I just never heard anybody talk about something like that and say, well, this is what happened and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, so I learned this and it made me, and he was like, dang, like, honestly, he was really like he was really impressed with how positive I spoke about such a negative situation. And that's important, right? It's important for you to extract the positive from any situation. I don't care what the situation is. You can find something positive to extract from it. I'm a divorcee. I found something positive to extract from it, other than my son. I do have a son and I love him, but I found other things to say, okay, I've learned from this. Okay, now I understand this. And that's what's important, is that it's not that you don't make mistakes. So what happens if you don't forgive yourself for making these mistakes? You down yourself, and it's a heavy weight to carry around, right? And it makes you not want to make mistakes again. So when you get stuck in a certain mindset and you don't want to make mistakes again, then you don't want to take risk and you don't want to take calculated chances, right? You're literally stuck in a trance. You're like, well, I want to do this, but the last time it didn't work. So what? The last time it didn't work, but what I learned was A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you need to write that down just to uh, feel more comfortable with yourself and to understand that, yes, you made a mistake, and yes, you did take a loss, but you learned some lessons. And if you can't write down 3 things that you learned, then you are not looking at the situation on the bright side, and that can hinder you from making further progress, right? Think about it. So, number 4, once again, is forgive yourself for past mistakes. Number 5, you should adopt the systems first mindset. So, if you have repetitive tasks, right, you need to be automating these tasks, whatever the tasks are. If you are not automating, then you need to have somebody come along and do the task. But you need to understand what you're doing. That's why it's important for you to have systems and processes. If you have your systems down, then you know where you can take yourself out of the picture, right? You understand what you are strong at, where you are most important at, and you can put other people in place. And that is the way you scale your business. It's the way that you grow. If you are making phone calls or doing certain things in your business that you can pay somebody else to do, why not do it? Right? And you can start off doing it. I still make phone calls because I'm learning what different things. So when I train somebody, I'm training them on the different things that I learned. So I'm not telling you to write something down and freestyle and give it to somebody else to do. But I'm saying once you're comfortable with something and you understand the process, then you should be able to write it down and you should be able to put somebody in the position to do what you're doing so you can go do something else more productive and you can place yourself in a position in your business where you're actually needed, right? it's so important for you to do this. I use all type of software to automate everything. If you are on a Zoom, then you got a text message that was done in the software. If you are on Facebook, you are watching me from software. You know what I mean? I use software to do so much in my business. I use software to post, so I'm not going on every piece of social media and posting the same content. I am literally logging into one software, posting everything right from the software. Sometimes I'm even scheduling the posts so they come at a certain time. Same thing with emails and SMS messages, different things like that. I have AI in my business to take calls. I do not take all my calls. They go to the AI assistant. I have an AI assistant, and the AI assistant is only a few $100s a month. Like literally, it's like $200 a month, and they answer all type of calls from Google, from Facebook. They respond on Facebook. People laugh at it all the time. They may text me something. People that I know personally, they may send me something, and they like, dog, like the AI will literally respond before I even realize that they message me. And the AI is literally trying to book calls and do the things that I trained it to do. So I'm telling you, I understand systems and processes. And even if I run my business all by myself, I have so much software and different things going on that I do not have to do repetitive tasks over and over and over again. I am not emailing anybody. I have a list with like a few thousand people on there. I am not emailing everybody on my list something. I click it, boop, 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 and send it. Or I post it, schedule it, whatever. But I am a systems first person, and I had to learn to be that because I've grown up in a hustle culture. And in a hustle culture, we are used to, let's man, I'm grinding, I do this, I do that. And it's time to get out of that. Like, you got to get out of this hustle culture. You got to get out of this hustle mindset. It is not beneficial to you, and you are only going to drag yourself down and wear yourself out. So number 5, once again, is adopt a systems first mindset. Once again, anything that's repetitive, you need to find a way to do it easier, whether that be to set up automations or to put somebody else in that position. Because if you are a true entrepreneur, it is not your place to sit and send out 300 emails a day. That's not where you are most needed. And you need to get a system about doing that. And you need to get somebody else to do it if you are doing that yourself. Like, give it up. So number 6, you need to create and document standard operating procedures. Once again, these are your SOPs, right? So if you write down your core processes, and what core processes are, to be brief, core processes are the things that get you from click to client, right? So the things that get you from a person showing interest in you and actually looking at things that you're doing right now. You're showing interest if you are tapped into this, or if you've seen any of my content, then you are tapped into me a certain way. You say, okay, I know he do X, Y, and Z, or I know him. I'm familiar with him. So you are tapped in. That's one thing that's the start of you being in my funnel. And that's what you have to actually map out. Like, okay, if a person see me live, where do I want them to go? If you're watching me live, I want you to follow me on social media if you're not already following me. And then I want to be able to continually be in your face with my content. And then I want you to reach out and ask questions sometimes. Boom, you ask me some questions, you get familiar with me, and then you say, okay, he know a little something, right? So now that you're familiar with me, then you are comfortable with me, and maybe you want me to do something for you. Maybe you need a new LLC, then you reach out to me. Maybe you need some marketing. Maybe you just need a little advice. Hey, I was wondering, what's the best way to do this? Whatever it is, then you get comfortable with me. Then you want to pay me for something. Hey, I need somebody to help me with a website, or I need somebody to do this. And I don't do everything myself. I've been there. I do know how to do websites and do the logos, do different stuff, but I do not do that stuff myself. I actually work with a marketing company that do websites and logos and different things like that, flyers, whatever. But I make sure that the people who deal with me have everything they need as far as branding and marketing. That way you can make something happen. But I write this down, right? And I just started doing this just a few months ago. Once again, my vision was cloudy. So this is in here for a reason, because going into 2025, I wanted to make sure that I highlighted the fact that systems and processes are needed. And the only way you can do that is if you have documented standard operating procedures, or SOPs, right? That's number 6. Once again, is to create and document standard operating procedures, or SOPs. Number 7, right? Commit to a weekly branding session. Whether this session is about improving your logo, your voice, or your messaging, you need to ensure that your brand reflects your values and everything that you stand for. And you need to make sure that you can separate yourself from the other people doing what you're doing. What I've came to realize is there are a lot of people that are coaching coaches to coach coaches to coach other coaches. And it's like, dude, that's crazy. If you were that good at whatever it is you say you're doing, then you'll be doing that, right? So I am a firm believer in leading by example, even with what I tell my kids. Um, I don't believe in do as I say, don't do as I do. So I do everything that I tell people to do. I have the same fights and struggles y'all have. I wake up in the morning and have the same doubts y'all have that I got to work my way out of. So I go through all type of stuff like y'all go through all type of stuff, right? And it's not like it's not like me going through these things is any different than you going through these things, right? It's just about how I handle them, right? It's just about how I handle them. So when I talk to people, I try to talk to them about handling the things because you can't avoid certain things, right? So if you are not committing to a weekly branding session, and what that means is just looking at where you stand amongst the world, right? Actually looking at how people are looking at you. Your brand is how other people view you, right? Right? Your most definitely you got to know how to ride it. M dot. So your brand is all about how people look at you, not about how you want them to look, but how are you actually coming off the people? Are you coming off as a business person, or are you on social media complaining or doing whatever else? I seen a lady that does hair, and I end up clicking on it and just to see who she was. But it was a lady in Texas, and she had posted that she didn't want this hair, their hair, their hair, their hair, their hair, their hair, their whatever, and it went viral. She does hair, and she was saying, I don't want any of this type of hair. And I guess she have her own line of weave or whatever that she like using. But the way that she stated everything, it could turn people away. And I actually went on her page, and she was pretty much doing one or two styles, but she was dope at those two styles. So I'm big on that too. If you specialize in something, do what you specialize in. Don't let people talk you into doing stuff you're not good at. If you can master one or two things, then master those one or two things. Because if you try to be everything to everybody, then you're going to be nobody to anybody. Like literally, she mastered those one or two styles to a T. Like they looked great, and everybody left with the same hairstyle that looked good. That's okay. So when she posted what she posted, she was probably just trying to promote her particular brand of hair or her friend's hair or whatever. And that's fine. But people went crazy. Well, you don't talk to customers like this and blah, blah, blah. But her customers obviously not tripping. They're flying in to get their hair done from her. And she's doing hair out the house, and she's making a killing. Look like she's doing really good. So it's just the way that you come across. But that's her voice, right? And those may be her clients, the type of people who like mess. So I'm not knocking that. For me, that doesn't work. I've been the person that has been a point of confusion, a person that stirred up BS. And I'm telling you, it did nothing for my business. It was people like, look, bro, you cool, but I don't know if I want to do business with you. You beefing with my cousin. I'm like, dang, man, I didn't know it was your cousin. I'm trying to make these couple dollars. But at the end of the day, every week, if you are taking a little time to understand where your brand stand and what you can do to actually make it better, and that doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen in a week or 2 weeks. But if you focus on your brand, that's a long term thing, right? Building your brand is a long term thing. Nike was not Nike in a week. Like Nike wasn't Nike in a week. It's literally about the long term, about you actually making sure that you are building a brand that people want to do business with, right? So that was number 7, commit to a weekly branding session. Number 8, go complaint free for a week. Me and my lady was laughing at this. She was complaining a little bit too much, and I was like, I was kind of like losing I was like losing my focus a little bit, right? And she kind of peeped it. She like, baby, I'm complaining too much, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm big on, I can tell you about something without, like I said, without it being a complaint. And I'm gonna tell you something positive, like, yeah, this happened, whoop, whoop, whoop. And it could be the worst thing, but I'm gonna tell you what I've learned and what I'm doing to change it, right? And if you're not doing that, then you definitely complaining. Y'all stop complaining. And a week of no complaints will let you know that you can focus on solutions and you don't have to worry so much about the problems, right? And you can shift your mindset to attract opportunities, because if you're complaining all the time and you're focused on negative things, then you're attracting negative to your life, right? Stop complaining. Life, it definitely will hand you lemons. But if you make lemonade out of it, then you'll get more lemonade, right? Don't worry about life handing you lemons. Worry about the lemonade. Like, stop worrying about the lemons. Worry about the lemonade. Like, and once you worry about the lemonade, you're not gonna worry at all. You're literally gonna attract more lemonade. You'll attract more lemonade, right? So that's kind of simple. Just go complaint free for at least a week. Try it a little longer and keep it keep count of the complaints. Like, don't just guess. Like, actually think about them at the end of the day. Like, dang, I complain 6 times a day. Tomorrow I want to at least do three. I don't want to do, that's my max tomorrow. I'm only gonna complain 3 times tomorrow, right? Just keep track of it and try to get it down to zero for at least a week, right? So number 8, once again, is go complaint free for a week. Number 9, dedicate time to marketing, right? You should block out at least 3 hours a week so you can work on your marketing strategies. And your marketing strategies can be all types of things. This is a part of my marketing strategy, actually going live, doing Zoom calls, and actually speaking about certain things that people are looking to me to speak about. So that's how I look at that. And now that I put out content, I'm forcing myself to do certain things. So you should block out at least 3 hours every week so you can work on your marketing strategies, whether it's social media, email, or some type of funnel, right? I have funnels. My funnel, I actually paused my funnel the last few weeks of the year because the I wasn't getting leads that I wanted. But I praise myself for actually keeping track of things and seeing, like, okay, we need to make these changes. So we are actually gearing up for a new ad. If we don't launch it today, it'll be tomorrow. I got to tap in with my team. We had to make some adjustments to the ad copy and different things like that. But it was not a failure. It was literally like, okay, this is happening. We need this to happen. Let's make these changes. That's what life and business is all about, y'all. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. I am not the person telling y'all that everything is perfect. Nothing, it should never be perfect, but you need to keep account of things, right? And once you keep account of it, you can see where you can make these things better. And that's what I meant with my funnel, right? My marketing, right? I sit down and I say, okay, I'm only generating this amount of leads. I'm only generating this amount of money. I need more money in order to reach my goals. How do I do that? I need more leads. How do I do that? Okay, I need to reach out more. I need to make more content. I need to send more emails, more SMS messages. I need to do X, Y, and Z. That's how you grow a business. You see where you are, you see where you want to be, and you start closing that gap. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Y'all see me on here. Y'all may think this is easy, but I would rather be doing something else. I have tax returns already lined up. I have different things that I need to do. I can be studying something. I can be watching a battle rap. I love battle rap, y'all. So I'm just saying, I'd rather watch a battle rap, read a book, whatever. But I'm here live because I understand that people need this information and they need this content. And I'm going to make sure y'all get this content a lot more regularly than I did in 2024. I've taken time off and different things like that. So it literally, once I wrote all of this type of stuff down, I've literally been in my bag the last 6 weeks or so, and I got this type of stuff written everywhere. I got a whole new notebook, and I've been writing this stuff down, and I've been like, look, man, I got to get on top of this, and I want to make sure that y'all on top of this too, y'all. 2025 can really be a great year, y'all. So, number 9 was, once again, to dedicate time to marketing. Number 10, you need to track your leads religiously. And you have to use a CRM for this, y'all. Stop freestyling. I see Keith on here. He is using the business builder for one of his companies. The other one it didn't quite sync with what they were trying to do pretty much, but we can get back in there. But for sure, it is being used in one of his companies, his real estate company. And I'm telling y'all, it will make your life a lot easier, because if you are tracking your leads and you have a CRM system to do this, right, you can manage and nurture your leads and your potential clients. So basically what you want to do is get people into your system. You want to be able to send them SMS messages and emails when you can send them SMS messages and emails. And you want to be able to let them know when you have offers, and you want to be able to give them messages and emails full of content and full of value to make them understand that you know what the hell you talking about and that you are able to help them in whatever their problem is in their business, right? So I can sit and talk about, oh man, I got an MBA or I got this or I got that. Like, bro, that's cool, but how can you help me? Your MBA don't help me unless you show me that it can help me, right? I got an MBA and I got entrepreneurial experience, and that's cool. You can sit and watch this content, get a bunch of free game, or you can come pay me and we can work on your business. Either way it go, it's fine with me, right? What I'm not gonna do is sit on the phone with you for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours for free. But I definitely sit on a Zoom or this for an hour, hour and a half doing this type of thing 2, 3 times a week if I needed to, right? Because I'm reaching more people, right? Once you personalize something, then that should be something you willing to pay for, right? So I can give you this type of content, answer a couple questions if you ask them right here. But if you need real help, and most people need more help than they realize because they think the problem is they don't have enough money or they don't have a funnel or they don't have this. But you just having a funnel is one thing. You could spend $1 million in ads, right? You could spend $1 million on the funnel and $1 million in ads every month, and you still have a problem because you may not be responding to people quick enough. You may not be talking to people the right way. You may not have the right system in place to get them to spend money with you, and you could be dropping leads and spending money that's just going out the back door. So there's a lot going on in your business and you need to understand that, right? And the only way you can understand that is if you track your leads religiously. I have a whole system for that, and you can see this person is here, I need them here. Okay, how do we get them there? What kind of breadcrumbs can we lead to get them to go where we need them to go? And that could be a lot more difficult than just freestyling something. And I'm telling people, it took me close to a year of working with the system to actually understand how to use it. I am very comfortable now. I'm a certified go high level. If you are not familiar with high level, I'm a certified high level administrator, and that it means that I took the tests and different things that I needed to take to make sure I understood the system a certain way and I can do certain things in a certain amount of time. So, but I didn't just want to sell software, or I didn't just want to send people some piece of equipment that I didn't really understand and wasn't using myself. And a lot of the people are doing that, and that's fine. But with me, I wanted to learn it, use it, and actually incorporate it in my business. So when people ask me if it's worth having, I can honestly say, yes, this is where you need to be, right? Now, number 10, once again, is track your leads religiously, right? Number 11 is speak like a leader. You got to focus on communicating with confidence, clarity, and positivity in all of your interactions, right? People hear me talk and they think that this is just something that came naturally, and it kind of did. I've honed my skills over a certain amount of time, and that came from doing interviews and different things like that. And I had an internet radio show back in 2012, me and Jeter, and I ran across some of those on YouTube, and I was like, dang, I wasn't that good at communicating back then, even though I thought I was, and I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think I was pretty good at it. And the show was actually dope. But now that I listen to it, I think of different ways that I could have made it better. And 12 years actually do that. If you are comfortable with something you did 12 years ago, then you have not grown enough to say, dang, I could have done that a little better. I don't care if you are an engineer, you've learned enough in 12 years to listen to your old mixes and say, dang, I could have made that a little better. I don't care if you are a basketball player. If you can not see something you could have done better uh 12 years after, then you tripping. Like if you play high school football, basketball, whatever, and you do not feel like, dang, I could have had a better spin on the ball or better this. You learn so much in 10, 12 years, right? So that was something that I actually learned, was how to speak a little better. And I talk my ass off half the day, right? My guy Gino out here, he know that. But that's number 11, is to speak like a leader. Number 12 is to set quarterly sales goals. Stop freestyling. I was big on that in 2022, 23, 24. And this year I am focused on the numbers. I'm literally focused on the numbers. I have downloaded Rocket Money and different apps to make sure that I'm keeping track of my money. I use High Level to keep track of my leads, and other tools too, different Google tools to make sure that I'm keeping up with what's going on. And that is so important, right? And the only way you're gonna keep up with your sales is to know what you're doing, know what you're spending to do it, and know how you can make it better, right? So once you have your goals for the quarter, then you can keep up with it every week or bi-weekly, whatever it is. And you can have yearly goals too, but breaking them down to the quarter, it makes it easier for you to notice when you are not on track and to tighten up. Set those quarterly goals, right? So 13, right? You got to expand your network. Stop thinking that you have to do everything that you're doing with the people that you're doing it with. Some of these people are of no help to you. They are of no service, right? So you have to expand your network. Go out, meet some new people. Go out and meet some new people. These people could be great business associates. They could be personal friends that help you stay motivated and inspired. Whatever it is, just get out, attend at least one event a month, and connect with like-minded entrepreneurs and potential clients, people that will spend some money with you. Like, you got to get out, right? I had to get out. Like, I was in school and banging, but I've been out lately. So we've doing something about 2 weeks from now, Thursday the 23rd at WC3. We have a business seminar, and it's just an introduction to business. So it's just us talking about business, and we are relatively successful people that want to reach back. It's free. Like, it's free. It's at WC3 Northwestern Campus, and it's free. It's free. If you're not familiar with WC3 Northwestern Campus, then it's on Southfield and 6 Mile, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Southfield and Outer Drive. So it's on the Southfield Freeway and Outer Drive. Pull up your. It's next Thursday, well, 2 Thursdays from now, the 23rd, and there is a link to register. And although you don't have to be registered, that is our way of actually seeing how many people are planning to show up, because seats are limited. Now, after number 12, setting quarterly goals, and number 13, expanding your network. Number 14 is in invest in continuous learning. You have to commit to reading at least a book, taking a course, something every month. You should do something every month to help your business grow, right? To help your personal life. You have to do something every single month, right? You have to do something every single month to help your business grow. If you're not doing something to help your business grow every month, then you playing. You freestyling, right? And once you start freestyling, it's hard to actually stop freestyling, right? You got to get out of that. Stop playing yourself, right? So if you commit to reading a book or taking some type of training, just make sure it aligns with your goals, and you ain't just doing anything or doing something because somebody told you to do it, or you want to hang with your homegirl. If crocheting has nothing to do with your goals, that don't count. It may be fun, it may be relaxing, whatever, and that's cool, but it has nothing to do with your goals, right? So commit to continuous learning is number 14. Number 15, revisit and build your business credit, right? If you have a business and no business credit, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I've helped people do this for $250 to $500, and you are going to get thousands of dollars in business credit. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? My personal credit was trash when I started building my business credit, and I got a 100 paydex score in about 9 or 10 months. It was about 10 months, and my credit score was trash. It's pretty good now, but it was trash, right? It's decent now, but it was definitely trash. Right? I posted my credit score the other day. I wasn't posting it trying to brag. I was literally holding myself accountable because my score dropped every year around Christmas. I overused my credit cards because business slowed down, and I still had the same expenses and all of that. And I used business credit a little and a little bit of personal this or that, whatever. And it just ended up my score drops a little bit. So I posted the other day, it was 650. I'm not necessarily proud of it. I'm not embarrassed by it. That's why I posted it. But it was to hold myself accountable, because in 6 to 7, 8, 9 months, I want to increase it. You know what I mean? I'm working on increasing it. So it's nothing. It was just me being transparent. Now, get your business credit together, right? Get your business credit together. If you don't have business credit, then you can go and join my free community, the Business Builders community. And some people are here from that. They are on a Zoom. That's what they got the link from. If you are not in the Business Builders community and you are not, hey April, if you are not in the Business Builders community and you need to be in there, just click the link in my bio and you can get in that community, and you can go and take the free course. It is literally 20 like a 20-minute video and a ebook, and you can start building your business credit. It is not hard, y'all. It is not hard. Don't let people charge you arm and a leg to do it. because you can do it yourself if you want to put in the work. If you need to be held accountable, you can find something like what I'm doing where it's free and you can go do it. If you need me to do it, I am going to charge you. I don't do too much of anything for free with my time. I have kids that deserve my time. I'd rather play the game with my kids than come do stuff for people for free, and you don't respect free. Trust me. So number 15 is to revisit and build your business credit. If you don't have great personal credit, don't stress it, but you should start building your personal credit too, because it will matter down the line. 16, seek business funding. If you have not received any type of business funding, then what are you waiting on, y'all? I haven't received millions of dollars. I got me a couple dollars, but I haven't received millions of dollars, right? But I'm working into that. I'm working into that. And that is why this is on my list, right? This is not a list for you. This is a list for me that I came on live to talk about. So I need to get some more business funding, right? That's number 16. So I need to research and apply for funding opportunities to support the growth of my business, right? And you got to do the same thing. Go get you some money. They got it. Go get it. Go get it. I've been working with nonprofits for about 7 or 8 months now, and I'm seeing it's money out there for everything you want to do. You just got to go get it. Number 17, get uncomfortable, right? I realized I was a little comfortable. I realized I was making decent money, more money than I had planned on making legally. I've said this on the live before, but I wanted to make $50,000 coming home. I felt like I didn't feel like I would have a great life, but I felt like I wouldn't be worried about doing anything in the streets, right? I felt like if I did 4,000 a month, a little more or less, I could avoid the streets. That's how I felt. Like, and I had to write that down before I left prison. I had to see what it took for me to straighten up, right? And I was like, dang, if I can make 50,000, I should be okay. I got a couple kids, a few kids. So it's a stretch. I'm not, I didn't plan on balling, but I knew that once I hit that goal, I wouldn't be worried about doing anything illegal, right? And I hit that goal rather quickly, and I worked my butt off for it. And now I work a little. I don't work as hard, and I make more money, right? And I last year, about this time last year, I realized that I did six figures, and I don't like, once again, I don't say it to brag because it's not a whole lot at this point. But um, I've been vocal about this year. I want to make a quarter, and we a week into it, and I'm on my way. I'm just telling you, we a week into it and I'm on my way, y'all. I decided I wanted to make a quarter. I put out, I wrote it down, and then I started writing down what I needed to do to get there. And this list is a part of the things that I need to do to get to my quarter this year. And it could be more, y'all. I'm saying I could make a little more, but I at least want to make what I want to make, right? And I could miss the goal. I'm not saying that just because I wrote it down means it's going to 100% happen, but it's nothing like writing it down and looking at it and putting that plan into play. This right here is the plan coming into play, y'all. So that's just life and how it is, right? So I had to get uncomfortable. I seen somebody say the only thing that's keeping you from making $1 million is you making $100,000. If you get comfortable, you stay comfortable. You don't want to do anything outside of your comfortable your space, right? Your comfort zone, right? You in this comfortable space and you don't want to get outside of that. And that's where you losing at. When you get comfortable and you haven't reached your goals, or you setting your goals too low and you just hitting your goals and you comfortable there, then that may be keeping you away from your pinnacle, right? Maybe keeping you away from where you actually need to be and where your actual potential will lead you to be, because you're setting the goal low. So you got to fear failure. Man, if I say I want to make 250,000, I only made 100, like I did like 120. So if I only did this, I'm literally doubling, right? And I'm saying, look, I can make this if I do this, right? And I learned something yesterday, like, look, in order for me to do that, right? In order for me to do that, then I need to change some habits. So that's why I downloaded the Rocket Money. I'm like, let me keep track of my money. I've never looked at my bank statement unless I was forced to for some reason. I've never looked at bank statements, none of that. I'm a hustler. Like, I'm like, look, I hustle. And anybody know me, I always say I hustle with my eyes closed. Like, I just hustle, right? I hustle with my head down. Like, I literally go in, I hustle, I hustle, I hustle, right? And I don't write stuff down. I don't do nothing. I hustle. And you look up and you are hustling and chasing your tail. So you need to hustle with intent, right? And that's one of the first things that I talked about was actually doing things with intent. Now, why are you doing X, Y, and Z instead of you just hustling with your head down? And I had to get that together, right? So that was number 17, was actually getting uncomfortable. And you have to challenge yourself like maybe like every quarter to do a few things that scare you. It could be pitching your services or your product, or starting something new. It could be something, but do a few things that challenge you, right? Like challenge yourself, right? Get uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. That's why they call it growing pains. Just get uncomfortable. Number 18 is to carve out technology free time. You got to turn the phone off. And that's something that I had to deal with. My phone is on and I'm don't want to miss a call. I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Nah, man, you don't need that. You don't need that 24/7. You need to take some time away from technology. That could be your phone, your computer, social media, whatever, right? And it could be, you could set the time every Sunday from 3 to 8, whatever. Like just take some time to free your mind so you can see things clearly moving forward. It's okay. Power down, right? That's number 18. Number 19, collaborate strategically, right? You got to partner with complementary businesses to expand your reach and impact. Basically, people can help you, right? People can help you. And I do that with referral fees. I give people money for referrals all the time. And if people sign up with my marketing services, I'm giving 20% to you. If you know somebody that need marketing services, I'm going to get paid every month. I'm not going to give you $500 off the $2,500 setup fee. I'm going to give you $500 a month. That's 20% every month. If they give me 2,500, I'm going to give you $500, right? So that is how you start off with collaborating, right? You may have people that I can use in my business and who can use my business. You may have clients or different people you deal with who will need my services, and I should be able to make sure you are well compensated for sending them my way, right? And that is very important, right? Just to collaborate. And we can collaborate on something else. It may not just be a referral fee. We can collaborate in the sense of, look, I do this, you do that. Let's work together and do this. That's fine. You have to collaborate as long as it's strategically and y'all not just two losers planning on getting together and being bigger losers. Let it go. Right? 20, you got to celebrate the small wins. This is important to me, y'all. I grind so hard that I forget to celebrate the small wins. I will literally, last year, right, 2023, I literally graduated, and the next day I started my master's program. Like I didn't have time to say, okay, we good. I literally graduated on a Thursday and I started class on a Friday, and I was cool with that. Like that's just my life. Like boom, we graduated, we good. Let's get something to eat, and I got to get home and get ready for school tomorrow. Just keeping it real, right? But you got to celebrate. Even and by the time I graduated with the bachelor's, I wasn't even excited about getting the bachelor's because I had already made my mind up. Let's go get this master's, right? B- Finishing the master's, I had looked into the doctorate, but it was like certain qualifications that I hadn't met. I didn't take one of these tests or something like the GMAT or one of these tests they wanted me to take. And I was like, look, man, I'm not gonna rush into that. I'm gonna enjoy this master's for a year or two. And then we're gonna get back into school. But it's all good, y'all. So that's just something big with me, is just celebrating the small wins. And that was important for me to have in here too, because if I don't take the time to sell, and one of my homies told me this before, man, my man's, he say, bro, you don't even realize what you're doing because you already have your eyes set on the next thing. So you already like, look, okay, now that's cool. Now let's do this. And you don't take the time to celebrate, and it make you feel like you haven't done anything, and that in itself could demean you a little bit. It could like strip you of your motivation, right? And you gotta celebrate the small wins and say, boom, I'm doing this. Whatever it is, I'm doing it. I'm on track, right? Number 21, practice self-compassion. Um, be a little more, like, once again, that's kind of the same thing as 20 a little bit. It's just being more relaxing on yourself a little bit, right? Relaxing on yourself a little bit, and understanding your own value, right? You can be nice to yourself and understand that you are valuable. as a person and an entrepreneur, right? In your personal life and in business, you should understand what value you bring, right? If you are not bringing value to the people around you, whether that's professional or business, then you are basically wasting breath. You should bring value to people. You should not be somebody that's always in need, somebody that always need attention or money or whatever. A ride, it don't matter. Whatever it is, you don't need to be that person. You need to understand what value you bring to any situation. And that situation could be personal or it could be business. Hey, Shannon, right? 23. I'm sorry, 22. 22 is to focus on the process and not perfection, right? Progress is better than procrastination. Procrastination is worse than perfection. And perfection is the reason you procrastinate most of the time because you're already trying to figure out how to make something perfect and you are already down on yourself. And instead of you not having something that's not perfect, you would rather not do it at all. So now you're stuck with an idea or something that you want to map out, but you can't figure out how to make this perfect. So now you are twiddling your thumbs and not getting to something, right? You're not doing it. And that is a problem. You have to focus on the process and not perfection, right? Understand that you'll have to make some adjustments. Long as you get started, just get started. And that's a part of the process is actually getting started. Get started. That's important. Trust me, y'all. Once you get started, you'll realize it's not as bad as you thought it was. Just get started. You're not going to be able to plan something out perfectly because as fast as you write a plan down, something's going to happen. Something is going to happen. It's just what it is. Like, so you can only map something out to give yourself some guidelines and some stipulations and a different type of a set of rules for you to operate with. But you cannot mark everything down to perfection. Don't waste your time trying. Focus on the process and not perfection, y'all. That's number 22. Number 23. Embrace the beginner's mindset. Stop thinking you know it all. Stay curious and hungry. You need to be learning every single day. Even if you are successful in whatever you're doing, you should still be learning because there is something that you can learn. There is something that you can do better, and you should not be stuck in celebrating some BS, right? You may be at 10,000 a month this month. You may be able to do 20 if you listen to somebody and put the right systems and processes in place. Always be willing to learn. Once again, number 23 was to embrace the beginner's mindset. When you're starting something, you start off with an open mind, willing to learn. When you get confident, you start to stiff arm information that you need to soak up and you start to doing stuff that jeopardizes your position. Stop doing it, y'all. Embrace the beginner's mindset. Number 24 is to surround yourself with supportive people. This is so important. Have you ever tried to do something with the wrong type of people around you, right? So you start doing something and they give you all this bad advice, right? They start telling you all type of stuff that's not going to work out for you because of XYZ. You don't want to be around them people, right? You don't want to be around anybody that's watching you build a business and telling you to get a job. Why would you want to be around these people? Right? People should support your dreams, your aspirations, as long as you are taking action steps to actually make them a reality. Now, if you are just talking your butt off and you are not focused on what you need to focus on, then people do not have to support you. Get that out of your head to think, well, I had an idea. You're my brother. You got to support me. No, I don't. I can support you when you show that you are actually serious about something and you are putting forth the effort that deserves being supported. Stop believing the hype. Just because you start a business don't mean your sister, brother, mama, daddy, cousin need to support whatever you putting together. But if you build this business up, you do your thing, you actually put forth the effort that's needed to get the business off the ground and to start making profit, and people are not supporting you, they are haters, and you need to get the hell away from them as soon as possible. Number 24, once again, is surrounding yourself with supportive people. If you are not in the real life business builders group, then you need to get in this group ASAP. And this type of group is what's meant with people that support you, y'all. Get in the group. Like, stop playing yourself, right? Last but not least, number 25. Remember, habits shape your future. Your daily actions compound into extraordinary results, right? Your daily actions. So they tell you that thoughts become things, or they tell you that your thoughts turn in your actions turn into habits, your habits turn into character. It's different ways to look at the same thing. And I'm telling y'all, make your habits count. There's good habit, bad habits. There are habits that are not productive to whatever you're trying to do in your life and your business. And you need to find a way to get rid of these bad habits and to replace them with actual habits that will help you get to where you want to be at. If you are not where you want to be at, then you need to look at some of the things you're doing. Then you need to look at the people around you. Then you need to look at the way you waste your time during the day. You need to look at all of this and you need to make the changes necessary to do what needs to be done. Or you do not want it bad enough. I don't let people lie to me. Once somebody talk to me and I gauge where they are with taking responsibility for where they are, then I'm literally gonna tell you you've FOS. Full of, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you, man, you tripping. You tripping. And I'm not partial. I'm not partial, right? Because my woman told me something 2, 3 days ago, and as fast as she texted to me, I was like, nah, that's tripping. You tripping. Literally, I said you tripping. That's not the right mindset. Like, I'm not partial, right? And she end up like, baby, you motivated me. I'm trying to tell y'all what really works. You got to get around the right people. You are around losers and abusers and users, and you feel like these are your friends and they are taking advantage of you. Or if they're not taking advantage of you, they dragging you down because they're not motivating you. They are not doing anything to help you get to where you need to be at. And you need to get the hell away from these people as fast as you can. You need to get away from these people as fast as you can. And I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad about what happened yesterday. I'm telling you this to make you feel better about what can happen tomorrow if you do this today. If you get away from certain people today, your tomorrow is going to be greater. I promise you. If certain people are calling you and gossiping all day, if certain people are calling you and begging you and asking you for favors all day, if certain people are using you and abusing you, or not offering you any type of support, not offering you any opportunities, if somebody that you call your friend is watching you struggle or watching you barely make it or watching you drown and they do not offer you a life raft, these are not your friends. Get away from them. Let it go. It don't matter if you've been around them 10, 20, 25 years, 35 years, 45 years. None of that matters, right? The only thing that matters is that people are helping you be great. If people are not helping you be great, then they are holding you down, right? If people are not helping you be great, if people are not offering you their resources and their time to help you reach your goals, then these people are not the people you want to be around. Let it go. It's okay. You will not miss them. Trust me, you will not miss people that only care about watching you struggle and fail. You won't miss them. Let them go. Let them go. I found my marketing team they are foreigners, right? And they literally check in with me. Even if we are not doing something that day, they check in. Hey, JP, how's it going? Or are we looking at this or do that, do that? I feel more comfortable talking to them about my business than some people that I've known 20, 25, 30 years because they don't have a business. First of all, they don't understand. Second of all, they don't care. Third of all, they don't give a listen. I don't want to go there, y'all. I feel like I'm preaching to y'all, right? So I'm just telling y'all that life is real, y'all. You cannot separate your personal life from your business when you are an entrepreneur. If you are Sam Walton and you have a board and different people like that, then you can do that. But if you are running a business from day to day, then you don't have your personal life in order, your business will suffer. And your business may not get off the ground as long as you have certain people around you who do not want to help you. They won't share anything. They won't do any a little. Listen, y'all, I don't go out a lot because I go to bed early. I wake up early as hell. Even if I stay up late, I'm literally burning the midnight oil, like where I don't need to be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just my life. If you do something during the day, you got a better chance of me coming. But anything like club and all of that, I don't like being in the club. I don't like driving after the club is over with all these drunk people running the streets. It's just my thing, right? That's just my thing. If you do something during the day, you got a better chance of me coming. I don't want to hang out at night. That's why I haven't been rapping as much. I don't want to hang out with anybody at night, right? So that's just my thing. I want to be at home with my kids in the safety of our listen, I got alarms everywhere. I got cameras everywhere. I am comfortable. I'm comfortable. A squirrel move in my yard is coming to my phone. Lights coming on, and it may even it's gonna make a sound. I love being at home. I'm comfortable being at home. I feel great being at home. I got a studio behind me. I got everything that I want, everything that I need at home. I got a woman. I don't gotta chase. I don't gotta chase sand at the beach. I got everything I need. I got streaming services. I got so much going on, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't have to leave my house for anything. I make money from my house. I do I can listen. I'm living the life. This is the life that I wanted to live, y'all. I'm telling you, this is the life. The only thing that's gonna make it better is a bigger house, so I can put a bowling alley in there, a movie theater in there, a basketball court in there, a gym in there. That's the only thing that can make my life better. Is to get me a bigger house so I can put more stuff in there. So I don't even got to go out for that. I just came back from the gym. If I had a gym in my house, I wouldn't even need to go to the gym. I'm just telling y'all, I'm creating the life that I love, right? I'm creating my reality. You know what I'm saying? I visualized something, I created it, right? And we looking at bigger house. So I'm just saying, and it may be a year or two, I may be looking at another big house. Like, I don't know. We house shopping now. Right. So I'm just telling you how I feel about life. I'm always making progress, right? I'm always making progress. So I could have took my foot off the gas, as I stated earlier. I said, man, I was literally, I did 6 weeks in quarantine on my way home. So from this about this time in January, no, I did 3 weeks. I apologize. So from the first week of February to like the 24th or whatever, when I came home, I I was in quarantine for 3 weeks, and I was sitting in quarantine. And to be honest, I wasn't clear on exactly what I was gonna do with myself. I had some goals like with the consultant and stuff, but I didn't know where to start for real. So I was sitting there and I was like, dang, man, I can't come back to jail. These people told me they was gonna let me go. It had been like 5 months before that, then sent me back to the unit. So they like messed up my head a little bit. And I was like, look, man, I can't see this in my future. First of all, I'm gonna go ask and enroll in school. I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. And I was like, dang, how much money would I need to make so I don't have to come back and do anything in the streets? I was like, well, if I can make 50,000, I can survive from there. And I did it in like the first year or so, right? I did it. And I was like, man, this ain't no money. Like, I still struggling. Like, I was putting it together, but it was still coming together. I'm like, this ain't no money. I'm working too damn hard. And now I'm doing like more than double that. I'm doing so much better. And I'm working less, right? I'm not beat up and all everything. So I'm just saying, then I did that and said, no, I need to make more than that. I'm just telling you how my mind worked, right? And hopefully your mind worked the same way, especially if you got a business. Hopefully you are not settling for whatever you got going on. If that's the case, then that's cool. If you work in the corporate world and you happy with what you're doing and you just want to do this for 30 years and then retire, I'm fine with that. And maybe if I get in the corporate world, I may do that. I don't mind being in the corporate world. It's just not where I'm making my money at now. But if I was to find the right corporate position, I don't care. Well, I'm wherever the money at for real. So if I can make more money doing that, I go do that. Like, I don't mind that, right? Because things happen. If you're an entrepreneur, you got to take on certain responsibilities. You have to you have to pay yourself. If you don't kill, you don't eat, right? If you don't hunt, you don't eat. And if you are an entrepreneur and you are not motivated and you cannot get yourself out the bed in the morning and you cannot keep your foot on the gas, then maybe it's best for you to just clock in somewhere and for you to have a little more structure, and that's fine, right? I got an MBA, so if I ever decide to do anything with a job or corporate, I'm fine, right? My the lowest offers that I haven't put in any applications, but the lowest offers that I was getting was 80K, right? 80K starting with bonuses. So I'm going into the 100K range without the experience. If I get anywhere for a year or two, everything I do is going to be a six-figure year, right? And anywhere I go, the cream rise to the top. That's what you got to understand. I don't care what I'm doing, the cream rise to the top. If I'm running around Detroit doing music, the cream rise to the top. You're gonna know that the dude out here doing music. If whatever I'm doing, the cream gonna rise to the top. If you ever been in a prison with me, and I may have walked in kind of quiet and figure my way around, by the time I was there 6 months, they talking about jackpot. Jackpot, y'all, man, jackpot here. Yeah, dog, just go whoop, whoop. The cream gonna rise to the top. I don't care where I'm at. If I get in the corporate world, I may start off at 100K, but in 2 3 years I'm gonna be at a quarter million. I guarantee it, because I'm the cream rise to the top. It's not being overconfident and cocky. It just is what it is. Wherever I'm putting my stamp at is gonna be stamped, and that's real life. So if you ever see me suited and booted, just know it's money on the floor, right? That's what it is. I'm going to get it. And I understand that I may not walk into a $250,000 position, but if I'm there, then that $100,000 position is going to turn into a $250,000 position. That's how I look at it. I'm not here to play. I'm not here to make 100K for 3 4 5 6 7 years. I'm here to get to the money. And that's what I'm on at all times, y'all. I'm here to make progress and get to the money. And that's what you got to do for 2025, y'all. I'm telling you, I have done a lot of things up until this point, and I've showed mad love. I'm gonna continue to show love, but the price from last year just ain't today price. It ain't today price. I've actually learned so much, and I put so many systems and processes together that I understand my value. So I'm doing marketing plans right now where I would have did it before for like $500, right? I'm doing some of these marketing plans are like $1,500, right? Some things that I would have did for just a $500 thing. Let me set this up. It's a $2,500 setup and $1,500 a month. Our agency marketing plans are that high, and that is something that I actually put together. I actually have a marketing team. It's other people that'll be paid from that. I'm not stunting like I'm about to make uh, 25 $3,500 off people every month or whatever, because I have an actual marketing team. They're gonna run a lot of the ads. Like we have a whole system. But I'm telling you, people are waiting around for like some type of handouts or some type of pull-ups, and it's like, look dog, y'all got to get on board, because game recognize game. I don't have time to reach back after I've gone so far to try to pull you up. If you are running a business and your business not where you want it to be, then you need to tap in, and then that way I can do whatever I can do to help you get to where you want to be, even if that's just some coaching and whatever you need to get your mental straight. But what you not gonna do is stop me from making progress and pull up on me trying to get some gain from me. And I'm like, look, bro, I'm in motion. Like I'm in full motion. 2025, we in full motion. I'm talking about full motion, bro. Cause I got expenses and things that it costs me to run my business. I can't stop to do anything for you, and then I can't pay my bills. And now my things are falling apart, right? I start doing that. Like I'm looking at offices now, right? I'm looking at offices. So if I go, boom, now you need help, bam. So how am I supposed to pay my lease? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to take care of my business if I'm just doing stuff for you to help you catch up, and you sat and watch me do this for 3 years now, 4 years now, and you ain't like, dang, bro, let me tap in, where stuff that I was doing for 250 2 years ago, now I'm like, I need $1,000 for. Like, nah, I've mastered the process. I know what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, and I know that other people are charging more. I got a mentor that listen, and I need to call him today too. But I'm telling you, he like, look, bro, you tripping. Why would you charge $1,000 for that? I'm charging 3,500, 4,500. You playing yourself. That's how he talked to me. You playing yourself, man. No, just that's cool, man. It's all good, but you need to charge this. You playing yourself, right? And I didn't understand it at first. People respect what they pay for, first of all. And when you know you can do it, you get more confident in the process, and you saying, okay, I know how to do this now. And you don't mind charging what you actually worth once you like comfortable with the process, and you actually know you can deliver on what you say you can deliver on. And we delivering around here, y'all. So I'm not gonna keep y'all long. This is actually about the time that I wanted to spend on this. If people had questions, I did not mind answering questions. Is not that. I do have Juliet on the live on the Zoom. If you want to tap in, you can tap in. That's cool. If not, then I'm gonna get off of here. As I said, I just walked in from the gym. I gotta go handle my business. All right. I don't think the people on my Facebook could hear you, but it's good. Next week, I'm gonna hook the Zoom up to it. Like this week, I was kind of rushing. It's just a process, but no problem. She just said thank you for the content, y'all, and thank you for tapping in. Right, you were the only person that tapped in with the Zoom link. I did this on a Facebook Live too, and YouTube. And I'm next week, I'm gonna make sure that it's on Zoom and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. That's what I'm on. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on live on all of that, and I'm on this Zoom. But I'm definitely gonna hook up everything next week. So when I do go live on the Zoom, I'm gonna go live on everything, and it'll be something else like this. So this is what I'm gonna try to do every week. It'll be at least like a list of 10 things, and I may elaborate a little more on each thing. It's gonna be something to where I'm helping entrepreneurs and business owners. This is so important to us, y'all. Like, this is so important that we need this motivation. A lot of us are freestyling. A lot of us are just, we just feel like, oh, we'll figure it out. And you're gonna be figuring it out for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not dogging people that feel like they are self-sufficient. I am one of those people, but I still ended up getting coaching. I still signed up for courses and different things like that so I can learn. Um like, and the more you learn, the more you realize you don't learn. You know, the more you realize you don't know. I apologize. But I realized that I needed help with certain things. Like, I took, man, I've been grinding. Like, last year I really bust my butt. You know what I mean? I really bust my butt to learn things. Once I finished school in May, I signed up for a sales course because I didn't know sales like that. I signed up for how to learning how to run funnels because I was running a funnel and I was spending money. And I'm like, dang, I want to learn some more about this. And it was important for me to actually understand what I needed to do. Even though I did hire a team to do it, I wanted to make sure I was able to tap in and see how they were doing it, and I can give some input so things could be able to run smoother. And I caught it. Like, I was getting a bunch of leads from my ads, and my leads weren't the exact people that I wanted. And we had to go back in and redesign the ads, rewrite the ad copy. I shot a new video for the ad, like everything. And it was literally because I've actually read things and I researched funnels and I understood what I need to look for and when a funnel's not working and different things like that. So I'm just telling everybody, y'all, tap into my community, the business builders community. I have another community that I'm about to build for high level. If you don't have high level, I don't know what you're waiting on. High level is everything. If you are an entrepreneur, it's a full CRM system. Is what I use for all my email marketing, SMS marketing. My AI employee is through there. Everything is in one system, and I'm telling y'all, man, it's a lifesaver. It's literally saved my business, and it helped me automate so much. So if y'all don't have high level, get with me. You don't have to sign up under me. You can sign up with my affiliate link if you want to just do your own thing. You don't want me to help you, be in your business. You can go do your own thing, and I just give you my affiliate link. You sign up. I think their lowest price is $97 a month. I actually have a cheaper version. It was the whole version, but I sell a different a different package, and it's just for solopreneurs. Their lowest package is for 3 users. I'm doing 1 user for just $47 a month, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 47 or 49. And that's for people that's just running a business. You can get that for $47. And you can't beat that. You know what I mean? And then you can upgrade if you bring on somebody else. You can upgrade to $97 and and on and on. Whatever you need, I can help you out if you're in my system. If you are under high level, once I give you the link, it's kind of like, I see you when I see you. I give you some things to start off with, help you set it up. Like, I help you. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. But it's different when you're actually working with me. You actually have another level of uh support. I got a whole support team that come with doing it under me. That's on top of high level support. I got a support team that I pay every month. When I tell y'all we stepping it up for 25, y'all, I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest. We stepping it all the way up. I got goals, they big, and I don't mind getting shot down. If you catch me in your inbox, I'm in your inbox. If you catch me in your email, I'm in your email. Just block me and keep it moving. All you gotta do is text stop, and the emails will stop. But we live for 2025, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all.